This is Jarrod Horak, and in this video I'm going to analyze the Breeders Futurity at Keeneland on Saturday, October 4th, and it goes as the 9th race, the Grade 1 $650,000 Breeders Futurity for 2-year-olds, mile and a 16th on the main track. Scheduled post time is 5:16 p.m. Eastern Time. This race is a win and you're in for the Breeders Cup Juvenile, and this is also a Kentucky Derby 2026 points race. First we're going to meet the field, then I'll give out my contenders from last to first, followed by wagering strategies. Number 1 in this race is Blackout Time for trainer Kenny McPeak. Christian Torres is going to ride. He's 10-1 morning line. He exits a romping maiden victory at 1 mile on the main track at Ellis Park. Number 2 is Big Dom for trainer Tom Amos, and Jarrod Ortiz Jr. is going to ride. This one won his career debut by a neck, 6 furlongs at Saratoga on August 23rd. Diciassette is number 3 at 20-1 morning line. Patrick Biancone is the trainer here, and Jonathan Ocasio is the rider, and he won both of his starts at Gulfstream Park sprint races, including the Proud Man Stakes on August 9th. Number 4, Spice Runner, Steve Asmussen and Tyler Gaffalione, and he's 12-1 morning line, and he exits a victory in the Grade 3 Iroquois Stakes. That was the first Kentucky Derby 2026 points race. Number 5, Litmus Test for trainer Bob Baffert. He won his career debut. He was 4th in the Grade 1 Del Mar Futurity last time out. He's 8-1 with Flavien Prat aboard. Number 6, Ted Noffey is your 4-5 morning line favorite. He's 2-2 for trainer Todd Pletcher. John Velasquez is going to ride back. He looked good winning the Grade 1 Hopeful last time. Number 7, Ewing could be the one to catch from the outside post under Jose Ortiz. This is a Mark Casse trainee. He's 9-2 morning line. He's 2-2 lifetime. He won the Grade 2 Saratoga Special in his last start at 6.5 furlongs. Now we're going to give out my contenders from last to first. And the horse that I picked to finish 7th is the 3, Diciassette. And this one, it's a Florida-bred son of Mitoli. He won his career debut against Florida-bred company at 5 furlongs at Gulfstream as the even money favorite. He stalked, he scored there. Then he won the Proud Man Stakes in the slop. Last time out, 6 furlongs. He won that race by a length. He's going to have to get faster in here. He's stretching out after 2 sprints. The horse that I picked to finish 6th, that'll be the 4, Spice Runner. And this Steve Asmussen trainee is a son of Gun Runner. 4 starts with 2 wins and a runner-up finish. He won his career debut. Then in the Bashford Manor Stakes, he was well beaten. In his 3rd career start, he finished 2nd and a clear 2nd in the Juvenile Stakes at Ellis Park at 7 furlongs. And then he won the Grade 3 Iroquois around 1 turn last time out, surging late and getting up nicely. Now, he showed good speed in his early races, and he was able to relax last time out. And I do like the distance progression from 5 furlongs to 6 to 7 to 1 mile, and now a mile and a 16th. He's been pretty busy. This is already his 5th career start. And with Tyler Gaffalione aboard, most likely he'll end up stalking the pace in here. The horse that I picked to finish 5th, that'll be the 2, Big Dom. And the only reason I picked him 5th, I could have picked him higher, but his lack of experience, because he only has that 1 6 furlong event, and the other horses have more experience than he does. But he was 3-1 in his debut, and he was solid. He chased the pace from 2nd, and he was able to prevail gamely by a neck that day, and he earned a decent speed rating as well. So we'll see how he does in this longer event. Jarrod Ortiz Jr. is going to ride this time. Jose Ortiz rode him in his debut, and Jarrod is 3-4 with trainer Tom Amos recently. He should impact the pace in here, and Ewing is the other one that should be right up on the pace, and Ewing is my 4th choice in this event. And he's 9-2 morning line from the outside post. They're going to want to go right out there. Now, in his debut, he went wire to wire, and he won by 12 lengths, and he earned a nice speed rating at 5.5 furlongs. 6.5 furlongs, 2nd time out in the Grade 2 Saratoga Special. He didn't have a great start, but it was only a 4-horse field. He was able to take the lead, turn back challenges, open up by 2 lengths, and then hold on by a length there, obliteration, 12 lengths clear of the rest of the field. Just not sure if he wants to go this far. We're going to find out if he can continue to go on, because he was so impressive in that debut at 5.5, and he wasn't as impressive at 6.5, and now he's got to go a mile and a 16th, and he does meet some other speed. Like I said, most likely Big Dom should be right up on that pace. And the horse that I picked to finish 3rd, that'll be the 1, Blackout Time, and he's 10-1 morning line. And I like the progression that this one made from start 1 to start 2. And in the career debut, it was a good effort. He broke 8th in an 11-horse field from post 7 that day, and he stalked the pace, and he was never more than a couple lengths back, and he was able to finish a clear second, more than 7 lengths clear of the show finisher. That was a good start to his career, little less than 10-1 odds that day. Second career start, he was 36 cents on the dollar, so he took a ton of money second time out. He went from Churchill Downs at 6 furlongs to Ellis Park at 1 mile. And in that August 2nd maiden special weight event, he was battling on the pace, but it was a below par pace. But he just put away the others, and he romped, and he almost won by 10 lengths. Now, the runner-up and show finisher were both next out winners, so that verifies that speed figure that he earned in his debut. They paid $210,000 for this son of Not This Time. And Kenny McPeak, I believe he's won this race 2 times over the years. And Blackout Time, most likely stalking the pace, saving the ground from that inside post. My second choice will be the 5 Litmus test for trainer Bob Baffert. He's a son of Nyquist, and Malibu Moon is the dam sire, and he was professional in his debut. He stalked the pace from post 2, and he was able to get the lead and hold on by 3/4 of a length. And then the runner-up, Falcon Jet, was clearly best of the rest. Now, Falcon Jet's also a Bob Baffert trainee, and he's still a maiden. He's hit the board in some maiden races after that. And then Litmus test, second time out, was 15-1 in the Grade 1 Del Mar Futurity, and he was meeting some of his stablemates there. And from post 6, he was just wide throughout under Tyler Gaffalione that day. So he just was never able to get in and save any ground. But then once they did get into the stretch and they were in mid-stretch, he did come in, and he just did miss third by a nose. Civil Liberty was third that day, and he was a maiden heading into that race for trainer Doug O'Neill. But Brandt was the winner. He was the heavy favorite for Bob Baffert. Desert Gate had some trouble. He was clearly second best. So those are 2 talented Bob Baffert trainees. And since that race, a Litmus test has worked twice in company with Desert Gate, going head and head with him. And the other horse that he worked with was Butane last time out. So Litmus test has been working solid enough in company. He did have that 6 furlong bullet on August 31st, 112 and change. And then he dropped back to 4 furlongs, and he worked on September 21st, and then back to 6 furlongs on September 28th. So with Pratt aboard, he's probably going to be stalking the pace. It seems like he wants to run on. He had an okay gallop out in the Del Mar Futurity, and we'll see if he can go a longer distance. They did pay $875,000 for this one, and Bob Baffert's 31% with his first route starters. They're all going to have their running shoes on to defeat number 6, Ted Noffey, my top choice, and he's 4-5 morning line. Everyone's going to be picking him on top most likely, or a lot of handicappers anyway. He was very visually impressive last time, but they paid $650,000 for this son of Into Mischief. And in his career debut, he was solid, not spectacular. From post 8 in an 8-horse field, he was able to get out there and stalk the pace in the clear and win by a professional length and a half. That second start was really impressive. He had post 7 in a 7-horse field there, and that was on September 1st in the Grade 1 Hopeful. And in that event, he chased from second. He took over at will. And then in the stretch, when Velasquez gave him a few taps, he took off, finished fast, earned a very strong late pace rating, and he won by more than 8 lengths. Now, I mentioned Butane earlier. Butane was second for Bob Baffert, well behind this one, and Litmus Test worked in company with Butane on September 28th. So Ted Noffey busted a Bob Baffert trainee, and I think probably Litmus Test close in ability to Butane. Butane's a decent horse for Baffert, but Ted Noffey made him look bad. And if he runs back to that race, there's no way they're going to beat him here. We'll see if he can handle 2 turns. Pedigree says he should at least be able to go this far. Todd Pletcher, 20% wins with his first route starters. Good jockey trainer team, 24% together recently. And here, my wagering strategies here. Skipping the win bet in here because Ted Noffey's going to be most likely even less than 4-5. So we'll play a one-way exacta, the 6 Ted Noffey over the 5 Litmus Test. We'll play a trifecta key, keying number 6 Ted Noffey over number 1 Blackout Time and number 5 Litmus Test. And we'll play a superfecta. We're going to use the 5 Litmus Test and the 6 Ted Noffey in first and second in a superfecta, with the 1 Blackout Time and the 7 Ewing in third and fourth. Also, that superfecta looks 5-6, 5-6 with 1-7 with 1-7. The trifecta key is 6 with the 1-5, and that one-way exacta is a 6-5 exacta. And that'll do it for my look at the Breeders Futurity at Keeneland. And if you're interested in my full card analysis, I'm covering full card Santa Anita each day that they run. Also, Saturday full cards at Keeneland, each of their Saturdays for the fall meet, October 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th. You can get those full cards. You can do. I have a package bundle where you can get all 4 of the Saturday full cards at Keeneland for a discount, or you can get the Keeneland full cards with my Santa Anita full cards. I have that Saturday special. You can get those 2 full cards together. You can get the Keeneland full cards individually if you're interested. So go over to the runawayhorse.com on my shop page for more details on my full cards. And I am covering those full cards at Santa Anita from October 3rd through the 26th. Then October 30th through November 30th, I'm going to be doing full cards each day during the Del Mar Fall Meet, including both Breeders Cup days on October 31st and November 1st. So I will include a link to my shop page in the video description below. And don't forget to like, comment, and share these videos if you like them. Subscribe to my channel as well. It's free to subscribe. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.